Okay,
It's like,
bitch, if you don't like me, leave. I'm not putting
right,
up with your bullshit, and I'm not sacrificing the rest of my friend group for you.
right. And it's like you're trying to, and I gave him time too. I wasn't gonna break up with him, but then he decided to disappear for an entire day, which you
Week.
don't do in a
Oh,
relationship. It's probably not. No, the week happened after I sent him the breakup text, and he literally didn't even read it. And I knew he was on other things because I have him on social media, so I know that he's been active. So it's like no,
he's
the
a
time.
liar.
Yeah, he's a liar, and I can literally see.
A big, fat, stinky liar.
And here's the thing, right? I wasn't gonna break up with him. I just, at least for me, you don't go like you have to at least say something. And if you're not gonna be able to say more than like a few texts a day, you say something. You say, hey, I'm gonna be really busy today. I'm practically gonna be gone all day, and that's fine if you communicate that. But for me, you need to be there on like obviously not 24/7, you know, but it's like especially if it's not something like close by and you're not like having a conversation actively enough to my taste, goodbye. And Cameron was sending me 2 texts a day max, you know, and without the little warning or anything. No, just
Can
because
I
he.
just say,
Uh-huh.
I I don't think you should have ever gotten into a relationship with him to begin with.
I agree. I gave him the benefit of the doubt because he was very, oh well, I'm patient, blah blah blah. And the reason we broke up at the beginning was because I didn't like. I'm busy, you know. I don't necessarily have the time to dedicate myself to someone across the world, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because that's a lot of time. I can dedicate that time to somebody who's an hour away, time zone wise, or here because I can see them, right? But a
Oh,
six,
do you
seven
want to
hour
go out with
difference.
me?
Yeah, we're married.
I'm wearing the dress at the wedding.
Okay, I'll wear the suit. Period.
Your gigantic mochas would just be busting the thing open.
Yeah, the buttons pop at the wedding. Take out your eye. Ow!
I'll have a black eye and I'll be like, damn, that's hot.
Damn. Thanks, Izzy. But yeah, so that was the reason I was like, I don't have the time to dedicate to it. After some conversations, and like he was an alright boyfriend. Like we spent a lot of time together during that, which is why I was surprised this happened. You know, that like he turned to like not speaking to me. It's like this wasn't the energy you gave me last month, but okay.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, I was like, okay, it's
Well, if you're
like,
gonna give me this energy, I don't want you.
pretty much. So yeah, I was like, so he was like, I can be patient, and like if we can't talk every day, like that's fine, you know. It was supposed to be on my end that I'm busy, and it was true. I was busy a lot of the time, and that's why I kind of tried to merge, I guess, him and my friend group because that way I wouldn't have to time to only one of
Split.
them, you know.
You wouldn't have to split it.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though I'm just saying that I obviously don't speak for everyone. I wouldn't mind if you like told me like that's how I view it from your point of view
Mm.
when I like go to talk to Evan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think anyone would have minded, but I would have preferred to be able to hang out with everyone, you know, than having
Yeah,
to split it up.
I would prefer that as well, but I know it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like that that happened for a period of maybe a month, maybe. But
Okay.
then, you know, Lincoln wasn't being a good friend,
Yeah.
wasn't being a good person, period.
Mhm.
So yeah, he decided, no, I'm not wasting my time. Which is mad respect.
Yeah. And like Evan doesn't have to like me. I think the only thing in common Evan and I have is that we don't like Lincoln. At least it gives us
The diff
something to bond over.
the only difference is like Evan is putting up with him
Mhm.
somewhat, and you're just no, I'm done.
Yeah. And, like, I don't have the energy to put up with it.
Has he even responded to you saying you are not my friend?
No, actually, I didn't check. Let me see if he's read it. Probably has and hasn't said anything. Oh no, it didn't even deliver. He's probably just not on Facebook right now. But I'm not gonna unblock him to send him that. He'll see it when he goes to talk to me, and it'll stop him. I hope. But yeah, so I guess it hasn't delivered because he hasn't done whatever.
You best fucking hope he's sober.
It's true. Though I doubt it, considering he's more drunk than sober these days. But yeah, so that was the reason Cameron and I had gotten back together. It wasn't even like, and the reason we had broken up at the beginning, it wasn't even him giving red flags. I don't know what got into him. But, and then I also just didn't appreciate the fact that, like, I was like, okay, I understand how you can feel like I'm leaving you out if we're sitting there not having conversations and, like, you don't see an opportunity to jump in, right? But the amount of effort you put to include him into our conversations left no room for him to have any excuse. You specifically would ask about him and, like, really included him, you know? So I don't want to hear any of this, you know. Well, I didn't know what you guys were talking about. Or I couldn't add to the conversation. The excuses.
Mister, you know why he's probably saying that? Because he fucking zones out. He fucking zones out and then doesn't pay attention and then complains when he's not included.
Yeah. It's like, don't blame
frankly,
everybody.
I do the same, but I apologize for it because I know it's annoying.
Even then, it's like, okay, then we catch you up on what we're talking about. Or you ask, hey, what are we talking about? Like, but you don't sit there and you're like, well, you guys just don't include me. Like, what?
I also wouldn't talk like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Unless I was purposely doing it for a joke.
Yeah. But it's like...
It does... The one thing that kind of sucks now is Telly's has a valid argument saying he's the only black person in the group.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, the fact that Cameron was in his group when he made that claim completely nullifies it.
Yeah, for real.
And I actively went out of my way to try to have conversations and get to know Cameron, and he just didn't pay attention.
Right. Didn't pay attention, or the only person he was interested in talking to was me.
Was you.
In which case, you cannot complain about how you don't fit in, because if anything, the only one excluding others is him. At the end of the day.
Period.
At the end of the day, it's not that funny, is it?
Okay, apologies for completely cutting off this conversation, but God, I can't get my mind off Enzo. I really want to hold their hand.
Yeah.
I want to have hugs. I want to kiss.
How are things going with them?
We didn't have as much of the convo last night because I was busy most of the day. But, you know, we talked about, you know, cats and capybaras and otters. We just really just talked about cute animals. And then I showed them, I know where there's a cat cafe in Ireland, in Dublin. So I'm like,
and
we are going
say?
here.
Did they
Awesome.
Awesome. So like they were down for it?
Yes. At least I hope so.
It sounded like they were down for it.
We might have to double check about meeting up for lunch on Wednesday because I don't know what the fuck is going on with my timetable. Because okay, I was given a timetable last week that was going to be different than the rest of like my regular timetable. And my photography class on both timetables says 10 to 12. And then when I got into photography class last week, like introduction, my teacher's like, you know, this class actually runs from 10 to 1. And I'm sat here like, wait, what? And I'm sat here like, does that mean it's 10 to 1 nap for like the rest of the year? I'm sat here like, oh god, if that's true, I won't have a break between photography and TV studio production.
So you can't go out for lunch with Enzo, correct?
It's not even that we would go out, I just wouldn't be able to meet up with him for lunch.
Oh, right.
Like, we're just gonna do it in the cafeteria because, like,
Yeah,
I don't have the time to leave campus and come back in time for class.
right. I understand that.
Because, you know, I kind of live 2 hours away. But, like, that fucking sucks if... Not just because I can't meet Enzo, but just because I wouldn't get a break between classes. And those classes each are 3 hours.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. What the hell?
It's not like in high school where they were less than an hour. All these classes are more than 2 hours long.
This stinks.
Well, it's a lot of studio work, so...
Yeah.
The only benefit is we get breaks halfway through the class, but they're not even like the hour usual. It's only like 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was gonna ask if y'all at least got that, because it's not just 6 hours there. That's rough. You know what I mean?
Girl, tomorrow I'm in from 2 till 6
Oh,
for graphic design.
graphic design is super fun. I remember taking a class of that in high school.
Yeah, I hope it'll be super fun.
Imagine it's not. Imagine you're miserable.
I think that would mostly depend on the lecturer. But I think I have one of the lecturers I met at orientation. And I think it's actually the lecturer who I told I was trans.
Ooh,
So, she's
yeah.
cool. Because, like, the college is very inclusive, which I'm very thankful for.
Yeah. Well, that's really great.
And what's cool is, you know, I thought, like, even though she said that, she'll tell my lecturers and all that, my pronouns and all that, I thought that it wouldn't change on the roll. Because, you know, that's probably a legal thing. Like, in my secondary school, well, high school, because I'm Irish.
No, I understand as well, because that's what we have here, secondary school.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah.
had something like that was basically high school and middle school. But anyway,
No.
in my secondary school, all the teachers still had my dead name on the roll. Because they couldn't change it because of a legal thing. But no, the college prints out their own thing, and it's not a legal issue thing, so my preferred name is on the roll.
That's amazing. That must make you feel so good.
Yes, it does.
That's great.
Did I tell you how I got the entire class out of photography half an hour early last week?
No? Tell me about that.
So we came back from break, and the teacher says, "You do know this class goes to 1, right?" I'm sitting here like, but it doesn't say that on our timetable, and the timetable is supposed to go for this week. It says 10 to 12, and then a bunch of other people said, "No, it says 10 to 1 for us," and I'm sat here like, mine says 10 to 12. What the hell? And I'm sat here like, okay. And then my teacher asked, why are you in a rush to get home? And I'm like, it takes me 2 hours, but it's not a problem. But I also have a dog who, like, has separation anxiety. And I was just saying that because I was genuinely worried that Bingo would, like, actually lose his shit.
Yeah.
Because Bingo can barely survive being on his own for an hour. Unless he sleeps.
Yeah. I mean, if he sleeps, he's like time skipping. It doesn't count.
Yeah, he's already super active in the night as well, so. So I'm sat here like, it's fine, don't worry about it. You don't end class early just because of it. And she's like, no, I do not want to be held accountable for somebody's pet, you know, having problems. And I'm sat here like, thank you, but you really didn't have to. So
honestly, college sounds really fun where you're going, or at least really like just a generally good time. Like
the lecturers I've met so far are pretty cool. Although the first lecture I have, I won't have her till my second year.
uh,
She was filling in for the lecturer that was supposed to be there, but
Mom, there's a bee. Or at least a big old house or horsefly.
horsefly, never.
I don't know, but it's one of them Spaniards in this house.
Space. That moment when you can
can't
use your
see
own
it.
slur.
I just see fat roll. Back up, David. David, back up.
David, back your booty up right now.
It's one of them flies that bites. I don't want to get bitten by that one.
Yeah, you do. You're a vampire.
No, these horse flies hurt, my guy. Ugh.
Excuse me? Did you just call me a guy?
My little lady.
You really do love me.
Yeah.
Oh God, I just coughed up blood.
Oh, whoa, that's not good.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I was like sitting here like, you should probably go to the hospital for that.
No, I'm joking. I was saying that because God, I was cringe.
You are so cringy.
But you love me.
I love it. I do.
Kiss me.
Kiss me.
Kiss me, white girl. What?
I'm singing the
white?
No, tonight.
Tonight.
We
are young. So let's set the world on fire. We can grow brighter than the sun. Oh, night. We are young. So let's set the world on fire. Oh, brighter than the sun. Now know that I'm not all that you got. Guess that I just suck. Making me fly away
okay,
to
Cameron.
fall in love. But our friends are back. Those race time. Cause I found someone to carry me home tonight. We are young.
No, you know what
So
I have
let's
to say?
set the world on fire.
Out of
We can grow
everybody that I've been with, I
brighter.
think Cameron's the most childish of them all. Like, at least
That's saying something.
that's saying something. Because even someone like Lincoln, you know, he'd, you know, calm down and eventually, you know, admit his fault, even if he didn't mean it, you know, just to get it over with, you know? But Cameron's like, well, it was actually your fault. It's because you did this, so then I did this. It's like,
You
bro,
cannot blame others for your emotionally charged actions. One
right.
must have control of one's emotions.
Weird as hell.
I've really felt bad asking this question, and I realized I probably shouldn't have said this, but I don't think it's a major deal to Enzo. But I asked them, is there anything that, like, triggers you or anything that, like, sets you off? Because I just want to make sure that I don't, like, make them uncomfortable or anything. And they're like, I don't feel comfortable discussing that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's completely fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry, just call me out when I'm doing something that makes you unhappy because I care about people.
Yeah.
So I feel like the question was awkward, but I set the right idea.
Yeah.
So I think overall net plus, but you know, in the moment, if it was kind of icky. Did I hear a gun? God fucking damn it. Why does everybody else use this shotgun perfectly, but I can't? Because my bullets just go pfft.
Sid, why'd you just doodle?
So you can eat it.
Thank you. Oh, you know what I've realized recently?
You like to eat poop?
No. I was gonna say that I've recognized recently.
You like the sound of people pooping?
Shut the hell up. I've recognized
No.
that without Lincoln spewing so much like Sid
Bullshit.
sucks, you know, I actually prefer spending time with you. Like, cause before he would always just, anytime I talked about you, be like, "Oh, Sid sucks," you know, in some form or fashion, you know.
I know.
And it's like, now I feel like I have more fun with you.
No, it's almost as if I treat you like a human.
Yeah, for real. And it's like, if anything, right now I feel like I have the most in common with you. And so it's like, I don't know. I just vibe harder. This is for coaching, for sure. This might give me a reason to level her up. I saw her. Oh.
I once again have the max amount of gold.
Bro, just get less gold. Duh.
I would spend, but vending machines kind of suck. Because they're very spawn reliant. Might get 2 levels today because I was able to get a level up without completing a daily quest. There's sometimes I wonder how bad is balancing in Yu-Gi-Oh to the fact that a card that forces you to get rid of a quarter of your deck to gain an advantage is meta.
Jesus.
Yeah, because drawing is so good because you could just dig out resources, right?
Right.
And that's obviously the same in any card game. So if you make it so a card, its only effect is that you draw 2 cards. No cost, no nothing, just draw 2. It's kind of broken. Not even limited? No. Banned. Straight up. Banned.
Yeah.
And you know, you look at the other cards that have been banned since the, like, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out. Like, Destroy all spells and traps on the field. Destroy all spells and traps your opponents control. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Right? You don't understand. That's banned because it's overpowered with no cost. And then you look at draw 2 cards. Huh. And then you look at what people are running. Banish 10 cards face down and then draw 2 cards. Something ain't right.
Something just ain't right.
But at the same time, I understand why it's banned.
Yeah.
Because it makes digging resources way too easily. And decks that were incredibly rely on drawing specific cards, so just being able to dig for cards all the time is like... it's broken. Hell, in my deck, I run 3 copies of a card that force me to banish cards to draw cards. But at least it's not a cost of 10. I get to choose whether to banish 3 or 6 to draw either 1 or 2, respectively.
He's kind of cute in an ugly way.
Yeah.
It's this guy who speaks English and French.
Oh? Bonsoir!
Bonsoir. You know, and like, he felt...
He's kind of cute in an ugly way.
Or I guess it would be the opposite. Kind of cute in an ugly way.
That's what I said.
In a kind of ugly in a cute way. I don't know.
He's French. Horse is ugly.
I don't know that he's French, to be honest.
Well, he speaks French. He's kind of ugly.
Valid.
Bonsoir. Au revoir. C'est la vie. I'm gonna kiss you. And there's nothing you can do about it. But I'm gonna do it when you never expect it. You'll just be chilling one day, and then I'll poof, appear right in front of your eyes, give you a little peck, and disappear.
Give you a little peck, and then disappear.
Call me the bird. Just pop in. Gone. Call me Wood.
Wood?
You know, like a woodpecker. Ow. That's a wall. See, did you know that walls are crazy? Just like, think, if the world didn't have walls, we would just have floors and ceilings. How crazy is that? You there?
Hang on. Sorry, I was, talking with my friend who wanted to go out tonight, which I'm cool with. But I asked her, she said, hey, do you wanna, like, go out today? Wait, I'm gonna see if I can get, our friend Sylvia to go. And I was like, yeah, it depends on what we're gonna do. And she was like, oh, didn't you have a good... I was like, oh, did you not have a good time yesterday? And I was like, no, it's the opposite. I did have a good time, but I don't feel like going out in the afternoon. I feel like going out, like, for the night, you know? Because this afternoon I want to spend it on PlayStation.
Izzy thinks of me. Izzy thinks of me.
I don't know, I just, like, that's kind of my thing is, as well, is that I don't revolve plans around you specifically. It's not like that. Obviously. But,
You're not
like,
Lincoln.
if I could, sometimes I just would, like,
You'd rather just chill here and go
yeah,
out.
yeah, exactly. I'd like to do both. You know, I'd like to spend some time with you, and then also like with them. So if I can set it up so that I can do both, great. If not, well, I already hung out with them on Friday, so I'd rather stay here today. You know, and that like kind of balance it. You know, spend time with my friends equally.
Exactly.
Ah, I'm being shot!
POV, you're in America.
It took me a moment.